16 years ago, I learned an important lesson about life from the backseat of a taxi in New York. I had hailed a cab to take me to Grand Central Station. We were driving in the correct lane, and suddenly a black car lurched out of a parking space right in front of us. My taxi driver hit the brakes hard, skidded, and narrowly missed colliding with the other car. The guy who almost caused a major accident suddenly turned his head and started shouting angry curses at us. The taxi driver just smiled and waved at the guy. He actually waved at the guy in a friendly manner. So I asked him, "Why did you do that? This guy almost wrecked your car and could have sent us all to the hospital." The taxi driver told me, "I call it the law of the garbage dump. Many people are like garbage dumps, running around full of garbage, filled with frustration, anger, and disappointment. When their garbage piles up, they need a place to dump it. And if you let them, they'll dump it on you. Don't take it personally. Instead, just smile, wave, wish them well, and move on." This simple yet profound advice has stuck with me ever since. It's a reminder that we shouldn't let the negative energy of others affect us. We can't control what happens to us in life, but we can control how we respond to it. By choosing to remain positive and unaffected by the negativity of others, we can protect our own happiness and well-being. A professor walked into the classroom with a $100 bill in his hand. He told the students, "If you want this money, please raise your hand." All the students in the classroom raised their hands, and the teacher said, "I'm going to give this money to someone in this class, but first let me do something." He crumpled the bill up, then asked who still wanted it. The students still raised their hands, and then the teacher threw the bill on the ground and stomped on it with his foot. He picked it up and asked, "Who still wants it?" He asked again. Everyone continued to raise their hands. Students, I hope you understand this lesson. No matter what I did to the money, you still wanted it because its value didn't change. Even though it was wrinkled and dirty, it's still worth $100. He continued, "In our lives, there will be similar situations when you fall and get hurt. But no matter what happens, you will never lose your value. Don't let some setbacks change your self-worth. You are always valuable, and what you offer to the world is unique."
One day, a little boy came home and handed his mother a letter. He told her, "This is a letter from my teacher. She asked me to give it to you." The mother read the letter with tears in her eyes. Then she read it out loud. "Your son is a genius. This school is too small for him and doesn't have good enough teachers to train him. Please teach him yourself." Many years later, after his mother had passed away, the little boy had become one of the greatest inventors of the century. While sorting through his mother's belongings, he found a folded letter, the very same one he had brought home years ago. He opened it and the letter read, "Your son has a mental illness. We cannot let him attend our school anymore. He is expelled." After reading the letter, he cried for a long time. A mother's love is truly great, and a good education can change a child's destiny. This is a true story that happened in the United States. A girl named Susan worked as a waitress in a restaurant. One day, an old man who looked like a tramp came to the restaurant in dirty clothes. Susan's colleagues saw the old man with disdain and thought he shouldn't be in such an upscale restaurant. When the old man was at a loss in the restaurant, Susan's actions surprised everyone. She walked up to the old man with a smile, just like he was a regular customer, and said to him, "My name is Susan. If you need anything, I'm here to serve you." The old man thanked Susan for her kindness, as it made him feel respected and welcome. However, Susan's manager came over and warned her that if the old man couldn't pay for his meal, it would be deducted from Susan's salary. Susan agreed and provided the old man with the food he wanted. Susan told the old man that these were gifts for the restaurant's 10th anniversary celebration, and the food was free. After finishing his meal, the old man thanked Susan and left the restaurant happily. Later, when Susan came to clean the table, she found a note on it. The note said, "Thank you, Susan. When so many people didn't accept me, only you came over and treated me with care and attention. I am very grateful for your kindness and enthusiasm." Not long after, Susan unexpectedly got a promotion and a raise, replacing the previous manager. They later learn that the dirty old man was actually the owner of the restaurant. He disguised himself as a tramp to see how the employees treated the poor. Susan's kindness moved the old man, and he decided to promote Susan to manager as a reward for her kindness and enthusiasm. This story tells us that even when facing challenges and doubts, maintaining kindness and compassion can bring unexpected rewards.